I would have never thought about private school for my own children, but because I taught there, worked there, was an administrator, they had the opportunity. My son now is back in public school, so there's this real pull between there's such a wonderful opportunity for schools in independent schools and for kids because we can personalize the education. We can be very intentional about our kids. We don't have to teach to a test. We can actually do what is best and right for kids. And so when I was listening to your previous podcast, and I am a cheerleader for public schools, and there are also other options for parents that they need to know can be a bit more specialized for their children. And so that is why I wanted to have this conversation.
No, and again, I appreciate you just reaching out and having us meet and then really discussing, this opportunity. And the other thing that I love about Amana is she is always like in recruitment mode. Like, let me tell you about my school.
Always, always.
Yeah, so that's an option, an opportunity as well. And then we also have Jessica, who is representing homeschooling for us. And Jessica, I also homeschool for a brief moment, and my kids were dying to go to school. So just tell me just a little bit about your journey and why you decided that homeschool was a good option for your children.
Yeah, so during the pandemic, I was leading a school, public school, and I had a toddler. And I was like, this baby has to be socialized. What are we going to do? And the only places that had availability were nature-based schools. And so she started at a nature-based preschool. So she did that for 2 years. And then I transitioned out of leadership, moved here from St. Louis, and I could not find a nature-based school in the area that had kids that looked like her. And so my
Mhm.
intention was always to she'd go to public school or find some other nature-based school here. But when I couldn't find it, I said, well, I can't move her out of, her home to like also a
Mhm.
new schooling environment. We're gonna do this as a family. And so we did. We did it for up until a month ago. So we did it for 2 years.
Okay.
And that was my, eye-opening, awakening moment about this beautiful possibility of homeschooling and that it is flexible and fluid, right? That people enter
Mhm.
and exit this community and they do it for so many different reasons, beautiful reasons. And there's something that we can really learn, even from a public education stance, about
Mhm.
the homeschooling community.
Yeah, yeah. And one thing I will say, just the benefit to me was really learning my children's learning styles from homeschooling. So I was able to advocate on their behalf by the time we did enter school, so that I could hold the teachers accountable to how they learned and how they processed information. So I think that was a benefit for all of us that carried us through that journey with them.